June home sales drop as prices hit a record high. You may have seen this headline. I'm Jason Evans, mortgage loan officer at Rate. My NMLS number is 21205. I'm here to cut through the panic headlines and talk about what this really means, and if you're in the market to potentially buy a home, whether you should be worried about big scary headlines like this that you might be seeing. So June home sales drop as prices hit record high. What good is there in that headline if you want to buy a home? Prices are at a record high and not as many people are buying homes is what you imply from that, right? And that may lead you to think that now is not a great time to buy with prices being so high and not as many people buying. Well, a couple things about this article. One, yes, sales fell 2.7% month over month on a seasonally adjusted basis. The annualized rate of home sales right now is 3.93 million. Again, this is nationwide. This is the lowest annual rate since September of 2024, so less than a year. Nationwide, home sales on the median number are $435,000 is the median price right now, which is up 2% over what we saw last June. So nationwide, home prices are still climbing. Sales fell slightly month over month on a seasonally adjusted basis, which when you look at seasonally adjusted numbers, there are fluctuations from month to month. 2.7% is not a major drop, so it's not anything to be too concerned about. So this can be misleading because you might think lower sales, bad housing outlook. Again, it's only a 2.7% change, and that's seasonally adjusted nationwide. Every local market is different. So the market you're looking to buy in, numbers could have been up month over month. And also like a small month to month dip is, again, not a very big deal. The month's supply right now of homes for sale is at 4.7 months, which is up compared to where it's been in recent months, but it's still below the level that's considered to be a buyer's market, which anything above 6 months is considered to be enough supply to make the buyer really be in control when negotiating. Anything under 6 is considered a seller's market. At 4.7, we're still pretty solidly in the seller market category. On average, nationwide right now, there's 2 to 3 offers on a home. So it's still competitive for buyers. It's not 20 offers on average like we saw 4 or 5 years ago, but still multiple offers on homes. So as a buyer, you need to be prepared and be aggressive with your offer. You also need to be working with a good real estate agent in your town that knows the market and knows what's going on so you can make appropriate offers. Again, these numbers on these headlines are talking about national averages throughout the country. So what does matter? Your personal situation is what matters. In my opinion, it's really not a good idea to try to time the market on when you purchase a home. In my opinion, the best time to purchase a home is when you have the want or the need to own a home. You know your personal numbers, so you've reached out and you've talked about how much cash is needed up front to get a house. So that's the down payment and closing costs. Do you have the funds you need up front to buy a home? 3, what are the monthly payments going to be for the price you want to be at in the town you want to be at? Are the monthly payments something you're comfortable with? If you have the want and the need, you know what the upfront cash needed is and you can satisfy that, and the monthly payments are in a range that you're comfortable with, then now is a good time to buy a home, because historically speaking, home prices go up over time, and the longer you wait, the more you're going to have to pay for your home. Interest rates fluctuate all the time. If they drop after you buy the home, take a look at refinancing to save money and get a lower rate that way. But you can't go back and change the price you paid for the home, which is probably just going to continue to get more and more expensive. So if you have the need, you're good with your numbers, you've had that consultation, you know everything needed to get the house, then now is a good time to look at buying. So I'm happy to help you with it, to go over this consultation, to go over your personal numbers, and to see if the numbers line up with where they need to be. And then you can take the next step to connect with a great local agent in your area to see what's available on the market and to see if there are homes in your price range that are a good fit for you. If there are, then you should try to go for it. So again, these headlines are made to create panic and to create clicks, really. So don't pay attention to the national headlines. Know your local market, know your personal numbers, and then from there, you can see what's available. So subscribe to my channel. I'm here to cut through all these headlines and talk about local markets and what really matters. and that's your personal situation, and to help guide you on when the right time to buy is and answer any other mortgage financing questions you have. So feel free to reach out, leave a comment below. I'll address any questions in future videos, and I'm always here to help if you want to reach out directly to go over your personal situation as well.